Hi guys, today I'm going to give you a weekly update. I haven't done one of these actually in 2 weeks, so it's kind of a 2 week update, but I wanted to let you know how my progress is going on my weekly weight loss challenge. As of today, I have lost 29 pounds, so I'm almost down 30 pounds. On my last update, I was down 27 pounds. And what I wanted to talk to you about today is a problem that I've been having since Thanksgiving. Now, part of this is my fault, and part of it is me trying to figure out how to get things moving again. And that is, I have had a little bit of a weight loss stall since Thanksgiving. Now, the reason I say part of that is my fault is because I did intentionally go off my plan during Thanksgiving and during Christmas. So for about a 1 to 1.5 month period until the new year started. And I planned on doing that. I knew I was going to not lose much weight during that time because I wasn't actively pursuing my plan that's been working for me. But when I went back on my plan at the beginning of January, I've had a couple of weeks where I plateaued a little bit. Like, even though I got back on my plan, I still wasn't losing a significant amount of weight. I was just sort of maintaining, and I was starting to get a little frustrated with that. So in addition to my planned break, there were a couple of things that were definitely getting me off track with my plan. One of those things was I did have to go out of town on a work trip. And anytime I go on vacation or I go out of town, I take that pressure off myself to have to try to follow a strict plan because I know I'm going to be eating out with coworkers. And it's not that I can't find foods that are on my plan, but I know that it's going to be harder to stay within my calorie target and be able to stay closely to the plan that typically works for me. So I take that pressure off myself. I really didn't lose any weight that week, but I did maintain, which was a win for me because as long as I'm not gaining when I'm going out on town or on vacation, then I'm pretty happy with that. Now, another thing that happened during the last couple of weeks was I was on my cycle. Anytime I'm on my cycle, I just don't feel very well. And I frankly don't feel like following a really strict plan because I'm already having all of the negative side effects. And it's like one more thing to have to try to push myself to be really strict on my plan. And then the last thing that I kind of did was I wasn't really tracking as well as I should have been. I was getting a little loosey-goosey with not keeping track of what I'm eating. And that's really what's been helping me over the last year in losing those 29 pounds is that when I track, I can see exactly what I'm eating, how much I'm eating, and what seems to be working and what's not working. But since I was not really tracking that much over the last couple months, and even when I was trying to get back on my plan, I was finding that I would maybe go down a pound or two, but then I would go back up a pound or two. So I started thinking, kind of going back into my archives of about 10 years ago when I followed the Weight Watchers plan. And I thought, well, I always lost weight when I was doing Weight Watchers. So what could I look at in terms of what I did back then to see if I can implement some of those same strategies now in combination with my keto plan? So my plan was to stay on my low carb eating plan, but then look at what was the actual calorie target that they gave me. And so if you know anything about Weight Watchers, 10 years ago, they had the Points Plus plan, which I was able to recalculate points and convert those into calories. And typically a point would be around 40 calories. So I was on the very lowest tier of calorie target with them because I was getting close to my goal weight and I was also pretty short. And so I took those calories that were assigned to me back 10 years ago and I said, okay, how can I sort of implement a combination of how that plan worked with keto? So with Weight Watchers, I had 1,000 calorie a day minimum. And then on top of that, I had another 1,680 calories to use over the week, basically. Those would have been my flex points, but I converted them to calories. So I set my target to be 1,000 calories minimum. And then depending on my hunger level day to day, which it would kind of go up and down, I would utilize some of those flex calories as needed. And what I found over this past week, I actually started doing that last Sunday, which was the 2nd of February. And as of today, I weighed myself and I was down 2.2 pounds. So that seems to really be working for me. And I'm going to continue utilizing that strategy over the next couple weeks is I'm trying to hit my next 8 pounds, because my goal was a 10-pound weight loss goal within the first quarter of 2025. And so I'm going to continue that and see if that does the trick with helping me be able to lose those 10 pounds. All right, now if you are not a part of my 10-pound weight loss challenge, it's totally free. All it is we're just losing weight together. I put out a video. I try to put it out every week, but sometimes it may be every 2 weeks just because I do have family obligations. I try to get them out as often as possible. But if you want to join that with me and the other people who are doing it, go ahead and leave me a comment down below if you feel comfortable, and let me know that you're joining us. And hopefully we'll be able to lose our next 10 pounds together in this first quarter. We have about another almost 2 months. So we have quite a bit of time. And hopefully we can encourage each other through this challenge. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what's been working for you. And let me know if you've had a weight loss plateau and what you did to overcome it, so that we can all learn from each other. All right, well, I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.